What's going on? Taylor Grayson 33. Today we have the Silverback LED hoop light, and as you see there, that's what it's going to look like sitting on top of the Silverback SB 60-inch Ghost. It's a tinted glass backboard, hence the name Ghost, and it's going to sit on the pole right here and then stretch up and hover over top of the rim itself. And you're obviously going to have an extension cord, but it's going to be awesome so you can play at nighttime, and it's just a cool factor to add to the goal. So we are going to do an unboxing, installation, and we're going to review it tonight. All right, so we're going to go ahead, cut the clear tape, and dive right in. We'll look at the instructions. You will need a ladder and maybe another set of hands to help with the installation. I do not think it's going to be that heavy, but just the awkward size, the length of the LED light. There's the light itself, and it does come with a pretty decently long, probably a 10-foot cord, I would say, to get it down low enough.
But you can plug it into another extension cord. So the rest of this in here is the sports middle square tubing machine. It has the pole to the LED light.
Alright, so this is the hardware kit. Open it up. Alright, so it's got U-bolts and like square U-bolts. Like I said, we're just gonna go through the installation process and see how easy it is to set up. Looks like it's a lot of screws and washers, and it does come with the hex keys, the 6mm and the 4mm, and all the bars are numbered, which is good, and the U-bolts and square bolts are numbered as well, so it's going to be easy to install. So I'm going to open up the instruction manual and we're going to get going. And I'll show the instruction manual how it's going to look there. And then of course all of the nuts, bolts, accessories are labeled. It's very easy to use. And so I do have the static shock, which I'll put on the screen, and the static shock comes with the extended U-bolts. So these are the ones that come with the light, and as you see, they are about 2 inches longer. So we're going to be using these and install those. So it says 17, a 20, and a 19. Note the whole location. Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a hole that's about an inch and a half from the pole there, but this one is about a ½ inch, so you're gonna have to do that one right there. So that's how it's gonna go, like that. And then you'll take the number 17 screw, put a number 19 washer, and then put the locking washer on like that, and we're going to screw it in like there. And we'll need the hex key to, I need that. Looks like it's going to be a very easy install. Just putting some holes together and screws. Flip it up like that. So the bracket here will attach to the light. That's a long cord. That might be like a 20-foot cord. Alright, so the hole that's closest to the bottom, you see that's like an inch and a half. The hole that's shortest will face the back of the light housing. 15, 16, so there's M8 flat washer. There's only 2 of them, so obviously you know where those go. Okay, so there's 2 of the bolts, locking nuts, so it's pretty easy to figure out. Go ahead, wash it on, wash the nuts on, and I will tighten these further once I get it all assembled. Hand tighten them to a certain extent, and then I hit the rubber gaskets and stop some of them. Alright. Then we are going to attach it on the end. This, so the smaller hole, line it up properly, and we'll put the same process. 17. Washer number 20, and then the 19, and I'll do that twice because it's 2 holes. And we will tighten down. Yeah, we're gonna see how bright this is. It said it's a floodlight on the back sticker here. Floodlight. I'm not sure how many lumens it is. If I can find out, I'll put it on the screen. Alright, so there's 2. 50 watt, IP 66, that's for the water resistance. Went ahead and got my sockets. It's a 13 millimeter. That's what it looks like, and then you can adjust how it tilts where it hits the cord. So we're going to adjust that and finish putting this together. Leg top edge to 5 to 10 degrees. So it's just going to be ever so slightly tilted. 10 millimeter. We're going to try that. We can always adjust that after. So now with the cord, we're going to take these black pieces here, and they're going to anchor the cord to the pole, so it's not going to be all loosey-goosey. And this is something you could probably do at a later step. So we'll go ahead and do it. So it's got a cut out, and the top piece is where the cord goes. So just feed it, snap it in there. Space it somewhat evenly so it looks good on the pole. And so on. So that's what it's going to look like. As you see there, just kind of going along the pole.
And the locking washers. And this is the band closer to the pole. Yeah, just make sure you get them tight so you don't want to fall apart. So then we will put the, now we put the other long pole number 3. So as you see here, how it's looking like. And we get another screw, washer, and a locking washer, and piece them together. And there's a little pin out here in Kentucky. Little pole here, and that's where the base will connect to the dole itself. Alright, so this just kind of snaps on and off. This is what's going to connect to the pole. Go ahead, a little piece on here. We're almost done. We've got 2 more screws, nuts, and washers. 1, and then we'll be finished with the pole, and then we'll figure out how to attach the pole, the white pole to the basketball pole. Okay, so there is a U-bolt come into play. We're going to go ahead and put the bracket on.
So we're going to lower the go all the way down. And look at the instructions real quick here. Okay, so this longer piece here will be sitting on the top. And then we've got 4 flat washers and 4 locking bolts that will hold it on there. So that's what we're going to do. And it looks like, so the picture, you want this piece up close to the top arms where it's connected to the backboard. So the backboard's over here, the arm that attaches there, you want it right underneath it. So these 2 spacers came with the static shock, and with the longer square bolts as well. So I need to install these. Luckily I didn't tighten it all down first, but I went ahead, put the first one on. Obviously it's gonna sit up higher, and then I'm gonna put this other one in like down here, and then tighten it down, and it's gonna sit up higher. And so what this extension does is put the light pole here, so you can put the static shock on top of the pole. So this is what the adapter extension looks like when you have the static shock on top, and then you got to put these plastic upper and lower extensions out so the light pole will stand farther back so the static shock can be on top, and then you got the longer U-bolts as well. With the extension cord that comes with the pole, there are 7 plastic clips, and you will just space them out accordingly along the pole so that it fits tight along the pole. There's no reason that the cord will get tangled up or pinched or smashed.
And then around this bend and that bend, just do it on either side of the bend, what shows in the diagram. So it's good.
Design, nice sleek look, keep the cord more hidden. Now we are going to attach it to the goal. We're going to see if one person can do it. So the shorter one and the washer goes on top, and the longer one goes on the bottom. Up. All right, so the LED light pole is up, and you see here where the extension cord comes down, and you're just going to wrap it around, because this light you can pivot over sideways in case there's a storm coming. Yeah, so there's a little opening there. That's where the cord will sit, and then this case cover will just snap right on. There we go. There's one. And I'll have to get around and use 2 hands on the other one, I think. Yeah, it's a tight fit, so I'm gonna get around on the other side and tighten it up. So this is what the cover looks like. It's just a clip here and a clip on the other side that pops off. And then the extension cord runs along the pole, and then there's a little hole underneath, and you just run it along, and I ran it between the backboard padding and the pole, and you'll just have to hook up another extension cord to get the LED light to come on. Just installed the Silverback static shock and the LED hoop light, and on the static shock there's 5 screws that hold the top cover to the bottom cover, and then there's 4 screws, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, as you see there, that hold it on to the pole. So we're gonna test it out. So we just installed the Silverback LED hoop light, as you see in the background, attached to the Silverback SB 60-inch tinted glass backboard. It's called the Ghost for a reason, because of the tinted glass backboard. So we installed the LED hoop light, and we installed the Silverback static shock that sits on top of the pole that helps minimize the vibration and the shaking of the goal when you're dunking on it, and just the impact that it takes. But before we try both of these out, we've got to pump up the ball. We've got this nice Gorilla Dream Bigger basketball, and we're going to pump it up. And this is the ball we are going to test the static shock and the LED light. Got this automatic ball pump off Amazon. Absolutely worth it. It's rechargeable. You can set it to the PSI and it'll show the PSI of the ball before it starts pumping, and it'll automatically shut off when it reads that set PSI. I'm gonna put my link in the description and on the screen so you can use it to purchase the basketball or the basketball goal and any of the accessories. Free shipping. Check out my link to save you some money. Quick, fast shipping, I may add. So don't forget to use my link. And if you missed my previous videos, I did a complete install on the Silverback 60-inch hoop, and I did dunking on 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, and 9.5. And I put a bunch of shots up just to show you how the goal performs and how the pole sways. So now I'm going to do a side-by-side with the static shock and without the static shock to see how it compares. I'm going to give it a minute to pump up.